Today we're going to be doing the $100 mod challenge on the Foxbody. So a couple months ago, I was approached by the One Stop Pony Shop, here's a link to his channel right here, about doing a $100 mod challenge for the Foxbody. So basically what it is a mod that's $100 or less for your car that we can do to either improve performance, make it look better. In full disclosure, I really don't have anything that I need to do to the car at the moment that's $100 or less, or that I have the parts for. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go super budget today, guys. We're gonna go $50 or less. So we're gonna do two of the most requested things from you guys today. All in all, this is probably gonna cost you guys under $50. Now, it's not a performance thing. It's really very subtle things, but as you guys know, this is my forte. This is what I do. I like to do little things that make these cars look a lot better. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna show you guys how to take the trim off these Foxbodies and how to spray them real quick. This, though, is the one thing that I've had so many people ask, what is it and where do I get it? Well, I found a couple places on Amazon you can pick it up. I think it's like OEM Tools or something like that. I'll put a picture up right here and a link down below to it on Amazon. It's under 10 bucks. There are some more expensive ones. From what I remember, this thing come from Harbor Freight years ago, and it has worked great for me. It takes my trim off on every Mustang that I've had. So initially, we were going to paint this trim back here because I actually have a spot that's chipped off right here. But to do this trim and to get it off, you really need to take your spoiler off. So if you have a spoiler, you're gonna have to take that off, or otherwise you're gonna scratch everything up. Right back here, you can see it's basically in behind this. So there's really no good way of getting this out. So what we're gonna do is start up here. Painting this trim black really just makes these cars pop. Now, my mirrors need to be repainted, but sanded down and repainted, but we're not gonna get into that today. I'm in the process of getting ready for Ford takeover, so yeah, I am very pushed for time, guys, as always, right? First things first, the way I like to do this is start in the middle. So what you're gonna wanna do is take the end of this hook, and you're gonna wanna find your starting point. So what you wanna do is pull until you feel a clip, and as you can see, it just pops up. Slide, move to the next clip, you'll feel it. And you just want to rotate. See how everything pops out, guys? Very, very simple to do. Come down here, it's the same thing. As you can see right there, guys, that is how this thing works. You rotate it. Okay, so next up, what you want to do is just grab a piece of sandpaper. This comes from Harbor Freight, actually, and I'm not sure on the price. I personally like the 320, and you should be able to finish out with that. Anyway, just fold it over. And this is where you're going to address any issues that you have. If you have any low spots, if you have any paint that's chipping off, go ahead and sand it all out, smooth it. There's a couple different things you can use. You can just use isopropyl alcohol and a clean rag, that's fine. Wipe everything off. This is where the majority of your money is going to be, guys. This SEM trim black is pretty expensive. I think it's about 20 bucks a can. This is really the correct color, and it lasts a really long time. So this is what I would use. You can either order it online. I'll put a link to it on Amazon if you like, or you can go to your local auto paint store and pick a can of it up. Possibly, sometimes AutoZone and Advance, O'Reilly, sometimes they carry this also. With this, you just want to put light coats on. So start here. So just put very light coats on. Just look how quick this stuff dries up, guys. See if I can get it in the light for you. Look at that. You also want to make sure you get the top side of it too. All right, guys, that's it. I literally just sprayed this like 45 seconds ago, and look, I mean, I'm touching it, it's not leaving any marks. I mean, this stuff's pretty dry, so that's another good reason to use this. While you have your windshield wipers off, just go ahead and shoot a light coat on them. Look how much better that looks. From here, you know, you can come in, just take these off, pull this off, scuff it up the same way, and shoot you a little bit of trim black on it. Same thing right here. covered this before, but I have so many people ask me, what is this tool you're using? What do you use to paint your trim? It's asked so much that I figured we would go ahead and address it. But that's not the only thing that's asked. The second part to this video is one of the things that I said I was going to dedicate an entire video to, but there's just not enough content to be able to do that with. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back over this again. I'm gonna show you guys a very cheap way of cleaning up your engine bay. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and snip everything off, and then I'm gonna show you how to do this. Now I've covered this in a couple videos, but for whatever reason, either I didn't tag it right, or I don't know, something's going on, because I get questions like nobody's seen this video. So what we're gonna do is cut all this off, and we're gonna do this again. This is gonna cost you like $2 to do, and in my opinion, looks better than any wire loom out there. Now that is just an opinion, but it's custom. So tell you what, we'll probably change it up just a little bit for you guys, just to make it look a little different, to show you that you can do different things with it. Let's get started.
Every day I worry all day about what's waiting in the bushes of love. Something's waiting in the bushes for us. Yes, something's waiting in the bushes of love.
One of the main reasons for doing this is because these wires will just kind of roll and they'll lay on the header. So this boot can roll and lay on that header, and now you have an issue down there. So what this does is you set your boots the way you want them, and then you essentially lock everything in with these zip ties. We're gonna go ahead and get started. It's a pretty easy process, but it can be time consuming. So first things first, is take one zip tie, and you want to lay your wires the way that you want them to be. So I think we're gonna start about right here on this. The key to it is just only get a couple clicks on it. That's all you wanna do. Leave it loose. All you're gonna do is come in between two wires, right here. And you're going to put another zip tie. Now what you can do here is put a little bit of tension, not much, just a little bit. You're gonna spread these wires apart, you're gonna come in between. What you're doing in the process is encapsulating this first zip tie that you put on. So before we clamp everything down, I'm gonna bring you guys down here to show you what it should look like. Same thing, you just keep going in between the two wires, the next set of wires, and that's that. This is your zip tie that you took around everything the first time. You're gonna go in between it, and you're going to catch that other zip tie. You see that? In between each individual wire, you're just gonna catch that and just pull down. Okay? Now you can come back in, start working them down a little bit. And this is another reason why I say don't tighten them too tight, because you want to be able to roll them in between the wires to the bottom. And there you go, guys. That's one custom wire loom. So at this point, you can do anything you want to. What we are going to do next is split these off. Now, I don't have to do this, but we're gonna do it just to show you that you have the versatility with these to do anything that you want to do. What you could do, if you needed to break this off, what you could do is come over here. Not that I need to, but I'm just going to show you. Separate these two and have just a 2-wire loom. And now you can break this off. You can branch it off over here, down here, anything you want to. So let's take a closer look. So instead of keeping all 4 tied in, you can come in, you can do 1, 2. So you can do 2 wires, 3 wires, 4 wires, whatever you want to do. But this gives you the ability to customize your wires. And I'm not gonna run it this way, guys. I'm gonna come back and do the 4 all the way down. But I just wanted to show you that that's one of the benefits of using the zip tie wire loom, is that you can break them off into any set of groups or whatever that you want to. All right, guys, I know that this was not probably super interesting to a lot of you, because I know you know how to do this. But like I said, this is probably the most requested 2 things that we've done recently. People want to see it done again, want to have a little more information on it, and you guys wanted to know where to get the parts from. So this is it, and thank you so much from the One Stop Pony Shop for the $100 mod challenge. And guys, go check his channel out. He does a lot of good work. I like what he's doing. That's why I accepted the challenge. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. And as always, thanks for watching.